o'clock tide, and my brother and his wife are bopping over to give me some more gas, though I don't need it. I mean, I've got almost 3/4 of a tank. The tank is full on the motor itself, and I've got more. So, but it's a wise precaution, so they're bringing that over, and with their boat. But I'm looking around here, and I said, oh my goodness, little girl looks so nice after being out from under the trees. All the scrub down I did. She's meticulous. Everything's snow white now. It's the beauty of being out on a mooring and not having trees sapping on you. And oh yeah, she's looking 100% better, man. This is the way I enjoy seeing her after she's been on the water for a few days and all the crap has been blown off and, you know, shined off from her with the sunshine. It's beautiful. So, all right, that's my last of my observations. I'm just sitting here waiting, and 1 o'clock is not quite here yet, so I'm not going to be taking off till it is. I'm waiting on that tide. So, anyway, doesn't she look beautiful? Oh, she's just gorgeous. Just gorgeous. There's my new sail. My brother helped me yesterday, and Downy flaked it really nice. And yeah, it came out a lot better. But it was tough the first time when you got a brand new sail and it's all crunchy and crispy. It doesn't want to lay right, but he's got it pretty much all in order now. So I'm going to look forward to keeping it that way. All right, guys, I'm going to do a little narration right here because not long after this last video where I'm sitting in the cockpit waiting for 1 o'clock to roll around, 1 o'clock rolled around, and I left, and I was heading out across Cotuit Bay. Actually, let's see, what do they call it? Yeah, it's Cotuit Bay, Cotuit Harbor area. And my brother was kind of trailing me in his 28-foot motor cruiser. And anyway, so I was heading out, and as I got out there, well, in the first place, let me explain something. The dinghy I'm using behind my boat is his dinghy. And on that dinghy, there was a painter. A painter is the rope that connects the dinghy to your boat. And the painter on it was just a piece of little 3/8" line. It's old stuff to band. Okay. Well, the front of his dinghy has a rubber rail all the way around it, just for, you know, when you bump into the dock and so forth. But the rubber had completely been stripped away up in the very bow of the dinghy. And what that did, it exposed a sharp fiberglass edge down on the bottom there. And so, meantime, I'm leaving Cotuit Bay. And as I'm leaving, that you know, of course, we're going over some waves and stuff like that, and that the painter on the dinghy was rubbing against that sharp fiberglass edge. So anyway, I finally get out. I come out of the channel. I'm finally out onto Nantucket Sound. My brother's following me in his boat. And as a matter of fact, in the video, you're going to see him following back there. Big, like I said, 28-foot cabin cruiser. And so what happened was, I'm cruising along happily. I'm headed out. I'm already into the current, which is taking me southwest down along the south edge of the Cape. And although we haven't gone very far, I mean, we're just barely outside of Cotuit Harbor and outside of the channel. And all of a sudden, I hear a holler from back behind me, and I look back, and between myself and my brother's boat, here's the dinghy floating all by itself, kind of just tossing on the waves. I said, oh my goodness, no. And so immediately we both went into reclamation mode. I immediately came about, in the midst of all this, I want to just say one thing, and I mentioned it in the video too, that I already had switched my, I was sailing so beautifully inside Cotuit Harbor there that I shut the motor, put it right into neutral, and it stayed in neutral all the time that you're going to be watching this, okay? I never turned it on. It's not going to be till I'm well underway, going down the coast for a bit before I realize this thing is very irritating, so I shut it off. Okay, so anyway, I'll turn around. I hear the holler. I turn around, and I immediately, came about with little girl, and started heading back. And by the way, the wind was just so that it's gonna work for me both ways. Okay, and so I came about and I started heading back toward my brother's boat. And when I came back along his boat, which is good ways behind me, he had already managed to get hold of the dinghy, get it up out of the water, put a brand new, really heavy duty, very long line on it. Okay, not the flimsy little 3/8 inch painter that was on it. And meanwhile, I came back along his port side, and as I came back along his port side, the wind was staying with me, and I was able to cut sharply back behind his boat, and then come up on his starboard side. And when I did that, let me make sure I'm doing that right. Yeah, that's right. Come up on his starboard side. And as I came up on his starboard side, Jane was back there. That's my brother's wife. Jane was back there. She already had this very long, heavy-duty painter. I mean, that's one chunk of rope right there. And as I came up along the side, she tossed me the line. I went ahead, and as I was underway, I never stopped. As I was underway, coming past their boat, I grabbed the line, cleated it off, and I just kept on going. I never even looked back. It was an amazing, it was an amazing effort, and I got to give him credit. In the first place, my brother just getting his dinghy out of the water long enough for frankly, I was really paying attention to my own business because I was sailing like crazy, trying to maintain my mainsail and my jib and make sure that everything is working right so that I could come back along his port, come back behind the boat, come up on his starboard. I was doing all this, so I wasn't really paying much attention, except I saw him grabbing the boat, his dinghy, as I came about. It worked. Okay. Yep. Got it. Okay. All right. Well, the last thing you can see in this portion of the video, because I'm split it right here, is I've moved from starboard over to port, and I've cleated off, and it is solidly cleated. And by the way, all the time from here on out, all the way down to Waquoit, I keep looking back. But as I'm cleaning that off, if you look back, you can see the dinghy riding right back behind little girl there. So, yeah, we got it done. Anyway, okay, from here on out, I'm gonna do in segments and share with you the rest of the voyage down to Waquoit. Guys, it's like this all the way down. We're rocking and rolling, baby. Rocking and rolling all the way down to Waquoit. 2 or 3 foot waves. Right on our beam. Not fun. So what I'm doing basically, I head for the beach a little bit, and what happens is it's taking the waves off the back end, which is much more inclined to just let them roll under. And then every once in a while I have to turn around and go back out a little bit. But yeah, this is see what this little voyage from Cotuit down to Waquoit's like. Rocking and rolling. The good news is the closer I've gotten down to Martha's Vineyard, just to the south of me here, and the bottom of the Cape, I'm going around this section, and I think Waquoit's just beyond this. But the closer I've gotten down here, the waves are not coming in from the south. By the way, this is a east-southeast wind today, okay? And the waves are more south than anything, and that's why they're broadsiding me all the way up, all the way down here. Actually, I'm going southwest. But anyway, right now, yeah, as I'm getting down to this section, the waves are coming more from behind, and believe me, it's like a spring picnic compared to what I was getting. So anyway, I'm just gonna watch my signs here and watch for that jetty coming up where I'm going to go up into Waquoit. Bye. Well, that's it for this time, guys. I appreciate your coming by. I think it took maybe an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours to go all the way from Cotuit down to Waquoit Bay. But it was a marvelous trip. And next week we'll pick it up as we go on up into the bay. Some stuff happened, going to be interesting. But ultimately it all worked out. Spent a marvelous evening anchored out on Waquoit Bay, and I'll share with you some of the things that went on, and hope you've enjoyed this episode of Sailing Little Girl, and we'll catch you guys on the next time around.